Good morning, students. Uh, Welcome to my English class. It's me, Subhas Pradhan, your English teacher. Today, I'm going to teach you first lesson of grade 10 English. So I hope you'll like my video and you'll try to learn whatever I teach you. This is very important. We in pandemic of Corona, COVID-19. So it is very useful to have such class. So I hope you like it. So without any delay, let's start the class. Let me share my screen. I have made one presentations slide. Okay, as you can see, Unit 1, a word guide to good manners. How not to behave badly abroad. This lesson teaches you how to show your good manners while you visit to other countries, because you know that the cultures or the way of life is different from one country to another, not only uh, in the world. In some places, in some cultures, some group of people, the way of life is different. Sometimes we may think that we are doing good, we are greetings in a good manners, but because of way of greeting or way of speaking or way of eating, okay, it creates problem in other places. So whatever we follow in our country, it may not be good in another country. So we have to learn the cultures or the way of life of other countries if we want to visit such places. Okay, let me present my. Okay, so global village, the word seen as community. Look at here. This is the uh, meaning. I have marked with different ink here. You see the meaning of global village is the world seen as a community in which people are connected. संसारभरिका मानिसहरूलाई चाहिँ एउटै समुदायमा हामी स्पेसली with means of technology, means of different kind of information technology like Facebook or any other media, internet. Okay, so global village means it is the world. So let me explain. Let me read this one. Traveling to all corners of the world is getting easier and easier. Yes, you know, it is easier. In the ancient time, we have learned many story that when our grandfather or grandfather's father he used or had to come to Kathmandu Valley, they took months on foot or riding on horse. Now, within some hours, they can come. And not only within a country, okay, if we have to visit other corner of the world, we can reach there within few hours or within some days. We have, okay, such development. And if we talk about digitally, within a second, we can reach to any part of the world with the help of some, okay, information technology like internet, radio, mobile, etc. So traveling to all corners of the world is getting easier and easier. We live in a global village. Now the world is not very big. It is a kind of village. but it's not a small village, it's a global village. Okay, so we are the member of a global village, but this doesn't mean that we all behave in the same way. Okay, we do not behave in the same way. For example, when we meet to our relatives, friends, how do we greet? We say namaste, right? But if you see an American, they will not say namaste, though they started because of this pandemic. Different people of different countries have their own way of life. So we'll be discussing about a different topic. At first, our topic is how we have to greet. You know the meaning of greetings? Greeting means तपाईँ सबैभन्दा पहिला कसैलाई भेट्नुहुन्छ, कोही फर्स्ट टाइम कसैलाई भेट्नुहुन्छ भनेदेखि के भन्नुहुन्छ? नमस्ते भन्नुहुन्छ, गुड मर्निङ भन्नुहुन्छ, सलाम वालेकुम भन्नुहुन्छ होला, मी हाउ भन्नुहुन्छ होला चाइनिज। त्यो विश गर्नेलाई चाहिँ के भन्छौँ त? ग्रिटिङ्स भनेर भन्छौँ। Okay, look at here how they greet. Okay, when they meet each other in different part of the world. How should you behave in you? So when you meet someone for the first time, तपाईँ पहिलो पटक कसैलाई भेट्दाखेरि कस्तो खालको व्यवहार देखाउनुहुन्छ? An American or Canadian shakes your hand firmly while looking you straight in the eyes. In many parts of Asia, there is no physical contact at all. In Japan, you should bow, and the more you respect the person, the deeper you should bow. In Thailand, the greeting is made by pressing both hands together at the chest, as if you are praying, and bowing your head slightly. In both countries, eye contact is avoided as a sign of respect. Let me explain. In an American or Canadian shakes your hand firmly while looking you straight in these eyes. It means when an American or a Canadian, okay, they meet each other, okay, then they greet by shaking their hands. Okay, हाथ मिलाएर. And if they shake their hand in such a way that your hand position is firmly, like firmly means straightly, tightly, okay, and they look each other eyes straightly, आँखामा आँखा जुदाएर हैन, हात एकदम टाइटली के गर्छ त? मिलाउँछ. In many parts of Asia, there is no physical contact at all. Look at there. American or Canadian, they have physical contact. They shake there, they touch each other's. Okay. But in Asia, okay, like in Japan, you should bow, and the more you respect the person, the deeper you should bow. Bow means what? Nudino, bending our head. Okay. And the degree of respect depends on how much you bow. जति धेरै हामीले निहुर्न सक्यो त्यति धेरै रेस्पेक्ट गरेको फिलिङ हुन्छ, मेसेज जान्छ. Similarly, in Thailand, the greeting is made by pressing both hands together at chest, as if you are praying, and bowing your head slightly. It means that in Thailand, they greet, okay, by how? Pressing their both hands like this. Both hands together at the chest. Chest means chhati. Okay. If you are praying, okay, some people they pray like this, and bowing your head slightly. Slightly means lightly. अलिकति अलिकति निहुरिएर दुवै हात छातीमा राखेर they bow, they greet. Okay, in both countries eye contact is avoided as a sign of respect. Look at the different. In America or in Canada, they must look at each other. Eye contact is there. Okay, but in Thailand and in Japan, they do not look to their face. If they look, then they consider they are not respecting. So it is different. Look at here in Asia and America, it is different. So we have to learn. An Asian citizen, if he or she has to visit to America, then okay, they should not think that. Okay, they should not look their eyes. They have to look. They have to physical contact here. So if we have to go to their country, then we have to follow their rules and regulations, their cultures. Otherwise, they will think that we are not respecting to them. Okay, so let me go to another. Look at here. They are bowing each other's greetings. Another, there is no physical contact. In Nepal also, it seems it is in Japan, it is in Thailand. Let's see another. It's in America and Canada. Okay, and this is also bowing in Thailand and Japan. It seems in Nepal. Okay, here in Nepal. So these are some pictures which are not in your book. Okay, I have just got it from some resources, and I want to tell you how they greet each other. Okay, here they are bowing each other's, saying namaste. There is no eye contact. Okay, see physical contact is here. The bowing, look at the degree of bowing. The more they bow, okay, the more they respect. So see, I have kept two namaskars pictures here. This is Nepal. You can see that Nepali woman, and it seems she's from Thailand. Okay, now let me go to another slide. Clothes. We have just known that how they have to greet each other. And wearing clothes is also different from one country to another country. Let's see what differences are here. Okay, many countries have rules about what you should and should not wear. In Asian and Muslim countries, you should not reveal the body, especially women who should wear long sleeve tops. In Japan, you should take off your shoes when entering a house or restaurant. Remember to place them together facing the door you came in. This is also true in China, Korea, Thailand, and Iran. Let me explain this one. In many countries have rules about what you should and should not wear. धेरै देशहरूमा के छन् त, तिमीले के लगाउनु हुन्छ र के लगाउनु हुँदैन भन्ने कुरा नियम नै छ. In Asian and Muslim countries, not all Asian countries, okay, especially in Muslim countries, you should not reveal the body. If you go to some village of Nepal also, you can see if you wear a bit short clothes, then they will not think you are showing good manner. Okay, especially in Muslim countries like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, okay, Bahrain, UAE, Oman, okay, Kuwait, okay, then they have strict rules, especially for the woman. Okay, you should not reveal the body. Reveal means to show. देखाउन शरीर देखाउन मिल्दैन, especially women who should wear long sleeve tops, okay, in black colors. It is called probably burqa and one tops. The burqa they wear on their head, okay, and there is one top long sleeved, and they cannot show their any parts of their body, okay, even hands, okay, even legs. And there is strict uh, rules. In some countries they should not show their face too, they cover with veil. Veil, it's called burqa. In Japan you should take off your shoes. Look at the wearing of shoes is also different from one country to another. You should take off your shoes when entering a house or restaurant. Generally, when we enter our house in Nepal, also we take off our shoes. Okay. But in Japan, look at the different. Even if you have to go to a restaurant, okay, you have to take off your shoes there. And remember to place them together facing the door you came in. And you should not spread your shoes. You have to keep them together. Both shoes or slippers, you have to keep them together, and they should face to the door, okay, that you came in. के गर्नु पर्दो रहेछ त? सँगै राख्ने र जुन ढोकाबाट तपाई आउनु भएको त्यो ढोकाइतिर फर्काएर चाहिँ जुत्ता चप्पल राख्नु पर्दो रहेछ। यदि तपाई कहाँ जानुभयो भने कसैको घरमा जानुभयो अथवा रेस्टुरेन्टमा जानुभयो. This is also true in China, Korea, Thailand, and Iran. It's not only in Japan, okay, in China, in Korea, in Thailand, Iran, okay, all countries. Okay, you have to do the same. Okay, this is about thing. Look at it. They are not revealing there. This is picture of, okay, a woman, okay, wearing long sleeve tops. This is long sleeve tops. This is called veil. Okay, and some countries they do not reveal, they do not show even their face and hands. We have some pictures. Look at here. House, they are keeping their slippers together, you know, and here also similar pictures. So I hope that these pictures speaks a lot, okay, to you. Now let's go to food and drink etiquette. So there is one word etiquette, okay, so I'll discuss. In Italy, Spain, and Latin America, lunch is often the biggest meal of the day and can last 2 or 3 hours. For this reason, many people eat a light breakfast and a late dinner. In Britain, you might have a business lunch and do business as you eat. In Mexico and Japan, many people prefer not to discuss business while eating. Lunch is a time to relax and socialize, and the Japanese rarely drink alcohol at lunch times. In Britain and the United States, it is not usual to have a business meeting over breakfast. And in China, it is common to have business banquets, but you should not discuss business during the meal. Okay, let me describe about it. In Italy, Spain, and Latin America, lunch is often the biggest meal of the day. So they have light breakfast in the morning, and they have a heavy meal lunch in the afternoon, and can last 2 or 3 hours. Okay. For this reason, many people eat a light breakfast and a late dinner. Morning, they just have bread, burger, sandwich, tea, etc. And they have a heavy lunch in the afternoon. It lasts for many hours. It has written there 2 or 3 hours. It may be more than 2 hours. And in the evening also, they have their dinner a bit late evening because they have a heavy lunch in the afternoon. In Britain, you might have a business lunch and do business as you eat. So if you go to UK, Britain, or London, let's say, then the etiquette, food etiquette is there. You can have business lunch. While you are having the lunch, you can talk about your business. Generally, they talk your business, okay, having your dinner, having your lunch, meal, etc. But in Mexico and Japan, many people prefer not to discuss business while eating. Look at the difference. In Mexico and Japan, they don't want to talk about business while they are having their food. Okay. Lunch is a time to relax and socialize. So they think that eating lunch is time of relax and socialize. They just talk about their family, their well-beings, their way of life, etc. They talk each other's, and they want to have relax. They don't want to take tension of any business. And the Japanese rarely drink alcohol at lunch times. Japanese people, they do not drink alcohol. But in UK, America, if you see, they have party with alcohol, wine, etc. In Britain and United States, it is not unusual to have business meeting over breakfast. And in China, it is common to have business banquets. But in China, there is business banquets. भोजने भनेको छ बिजनेसको लागि व्यापारिक भोजने भनेको छ. Business banquets means व्यापारिक भोज. But you should not discuss business during the meal. They have business banquets, व्यापारिक भोज हुन्छ, but they do not talk about business. After finishing banquets, then only they talk about business. Okay, there are some pictures. Look at here. Okay, they can have wine. They are talking while they are eating. You can just guess which country. Okay, they are having meal. Examples of some things. Okay, now there are some more having business. How they do business. In most countries, an exchange of business card is essential for all introductions. You should include your company name and your position in a business card. If you are going to a country where your language is not widely spoken, you can get the reverse side of your card printed in the local language. In Japan, you must present your card with both hands, with the writing facing the person you are giving it to. In many countries, business hours are from 9 to 10 a.m. to 5 or 6 p.m. However, in some countries such as Greece, Italy, and Spain, some businesses close in the early afternoon for a couple of hours, then remain open until the evening. Japanese business people consider it their professional duty to go out after work with colleagues to restaurants, bars, or nightclubs. If you are invited, you should not refuse, even if you don't feel like staying out late. Okay, very important things you can see here. In most countries, an exchange of business card is essential for all introductions. In Nepal also it is common. Okay, if you have to do introductions with your business partner or business persons, okay, for the first time, what is essential, what is important, essential is to show your, to exchange your business cards. As you can see, visiting card, I think it's common in Nepal. Business card or visiting card. They exchange. Exchange means they give and take. You should include your company. Then what should be written in the business card? Your company name, your position, if you are a director, if you are a manager, if you are a sales or marketing and sales supervisors or representatives, etc. Okay, it should be written there. If you are going to a country where your language is not widely spoken, for example, if you are going to France, then you have to, what you have to do, you can get the reverse side of your card printed in the local language, in one, your own language or English language. Okay, another side, reverse side means back side, another side. Okay, you have to print your informations in your own language, local language means in your own language. In Japan, you must present your card with both hands. Okay, you have to use, for example, this is your business card. Okay, you should not give like this. You have to use both hands. Okay, and with the writing facing the person you are giving it to. Writing should be, look at here, the example is here, it's not clear. Okay, writing should be faced to the person to whom you are giving. Okay, in many countries business hours are from 9 to 10 to 5 to 6. Okay, in Nepal 10 to 4, I think we can 9 to 4 or 10 to 5, it's 10 to 5 in Nepal. Then 10 बजे office खुल्छ, 5 बजे सकिन्छ. Okay, many countries in the same way, 9 to 10, it starts from 9 to 10 or 5 to 6. However, in some countries such as Greece, Italy and Spain, some business close in the early afternoon for a couple of hours. Couple of hours means 2 hours. Then remain open until the evening. Okay, in some countries, okay, in Greece, Italy, Spain, okay, in some middle east countries also, it's the same. के हुन्छ त तिनीहरुको बीचमा 2 घण्टा lunch break हुन्छ. They take rest, but their office, their business is open, okay, until the late evening. बिहान 8 बजे 8 o'clock मा अफिस जाने, 12 बजे 2 घण्टाको लागि ब्रेक पाउने, 2 बजे आउने, and late evening till 8 in the evening, okay, you have to work. Japanese business people consider it their professional duty to go out after work with colleagues to restaurants, bars, or nightclubs. Okay, in Japan, okay, they consider that, they think that they have to go out with their colleagues. Colleagues means co-workers. Okay, sahakarmi, co-workers. So they prefer to go out to restaurants, bars, or nightclubs. And remember that generally we don't have such habit. Okay, if you are invited, what you have to do? You should not refuse. You should not ignore. Inkar garnu. Even you do not feel like staying out late, because you have to follow them, because you are in their traditions, in their place. So you have to behave. You have to show good etiquette to them. Okay, look at here how they are doing business here. They are showing their business card. Okay, they are talking in business. They are doing introductions here. These all are, which are not in your book. Okay, let me go to another. There are some others extra tips. Here are some extra tips. Extra tips means clue. okay, helping tips, so that okay, if you are planning to go to other country, okay, it will be much more helpful for your business. Okay, in many Asian cultures, it is acceptable to strike your lips when you eat. Means that the food is good. Look at here. Even in our country, Asian cultures, okay, it is acceptable to smack. Smack means strike. If the food is very delicious, what do? Jibro chati chati, oat chati chati, amla chati chati khane bhancha, हैन? So it is acceptable in only in Asian cultures. If you go to other European cultures, then they think that you are not civilized. कस्तो असभ्य मान्छे रहेछ भन्न सक्छ. Okay, next is in France, you should not sit down in a cafe until you have shaken hands with everyone you know. Okay, if you have to go to France, and if you are invited in a cafe, then what you have to do? You should not sit down in a cafe until you have shaken hands with everyone you know. Your friends are sitting there. Okay, you went a bit later, and if you go and you just sit without shaking your hands, then they'll think that you are not familiar with them. So first you have to shake your hands, then only what you have to do? Okay, you have to sit. Next number is, in India and the Middle East, you must never use the left hand for eating, or so. You cannot use your left hand is not considered a good manner. So it is said that it is used for another purpose. I think you know what is it. Okay. So you should not greet, you should not eat, or you should not drink. Okay. With left hand. So you have to use right hand. Okay. And you know that in Nepal also, in some community, they should not use both hands. Okay. In China, your host will keep refilling your dish unless you lay your chopstick across your bowl. Look at here. Look at here. If you go to China, what will happen? If you don't want to eat more food, then what do you have to do? You should lay with your chopsticks across your bowl. Chopstick. They use chopsticks in place of the spoon or hands. Okay, and they have to. If you don't lay chopsticks, what will happen? Okay, they think that you want to eat more. So until you put chopsticks, or until you lay your chopsticks above your bowl or plate, then they will keep refilling. थपिदिरहन्छ, खाना थपिदिरहन्छ अन्तिमसम्म जबसम्म तपाईले चपस्टिक तेर्साउनु हुन्न. Number 5, most South Americans and Mexicans like to stand very close to the persons they are talking to. You should not back away. Look at now. I think they do not do because of pandemic. But before pandemic, what they used to do? If they are talking to each other, then they stand very close. है कुममा कुम जोडाएर चाहिँ के गरिरहेको हुन्छ त कुराकानी गरिरहेको हुन्छ. नजिक आयो भन्दैमा है साउथ अमेरिकन्स मेक्सिकन्सहरु नजिक टाँसिएर कुराकानी गर्यो भन्दैमा if you try to step back, then they think that you are not familiar with them, so you should not go back. Next, in Russia, you must match your host drink for drink, or they will think you are unfriendly. You know that in America, Americans people, they go together, they eat and drink according to their choice. But in Russia, whatever your friend, whatever, especially host, look at you. The meaning of host is those who invite you. You are guest. Then those who invite the guest, they are called host. So whatever the host give you, you have to drink the same. Otherwise, if you prefer another, I don't like wine, I want to drink beer. If you say, then you are not friendly with him or her. Okay. And in Ireland, social events sometimes end with singing and dancing. You might be asked to sing. Look at here. In our country also, some social events ends with dancing and singing. But here, if you don't want, if you don't know, then you can just ignore. But in Ireland, you should not say no. Whatever you know, if they invite for dancing, then you have to dance. If they invite for singing, then you have to sing. Whatever you know, however you know. Okay. In America, you should eat your hamburger with both hands and as quickly as possible. You should not try to have a conversation until it is eaten because hamburger is big size. Okay. And you cannot eat, okay, like carrot. एउटा carrot खाँदाखेरि हामी एउटा हातले खान्छौँ नि. Hamburger you cannot eat with one hand. You have to use both hands and you have to finish as quickly as possible. And you are not allowed to talk while you are eating. Okay? There are some pictures. How they are eating. Smack, look at. The chocolate is very delicious. Smacking. Okay, they are sitting very close. See, it may be in Thailand. Social events to show these things. Okay, this is another. Look at here. Now we have finished the chapters. Now there are some exercise. Let's discuss. Find the words or phrases from the text that are opposite in meaning in the followings. उल्टो अर्थ लाग्ने शब्द. Supper, it's not super. Supper भनेको रातिको खाना, बिहानको खानालाई के भन्छौँ? You might have guessed. Hide, लुकाउनु. Exclude, बाहिर राख्नु, समावेश नगर्नु. Accept, you know, agree, स्वीकार गर्नु. Flexious. Okay, these words are here. Now, what will be the answer of opposite words of here? Look at here. Supper, breakfast. Hide, reveal. Exclude, include. Accept, refuse. And flexious, straight. Okay, flexious means it's not straight. Then number B, find the words from the text that are closest to the following words in phrase. It means that closest to the following means it's similar word, okay? Synonymous word. Opposite meaning means antonyms. This is closest means synonyms. So there are some words. Look at it. In a strong way, a little, seldom, necessary, opposite. Okay, co-workers, practical, suggestions. What will be the similar words of a strong way? Do you want to see? Guess first, then I'll show you answer. In a strong way, firmly. A little, slightly. Seldom, rarely. Necessary, essential. Opposite, reverse. Opposite, reverse side only, opposite side. Co-workers, colleagues. Practical suggestions, tips. Okay, there are some more. Match the following. Slave. Let me, or there may be four only, or five. Yeah, five. Slave, banquet, smack, top, unfriendly. These are the word, and their words, their meanings are written here. You have to match. A piece of clothing worn on the upper part of the body. What should be there? शरीरको माथिल्लो भागमा हामी लगाउँछौँ, आउटरबाट भन्छौँ हामी, त्यसलाई के पनि भन्ने गर्छौँ? टप भन्ने गर्छौँ हामी. Not kind or pleasant to somebody. Okay, you are not pleasant, you are not kind. Then who you are? You are unfriendly. A part of piece of clothing that covers your arm. है, पाखुरा कभर गर्नलाई के भन्छौँ हामी? Sleeve. बाहुला नेपाली. Move your tongue over your lips, especially before eating something good. Then we have discussed this smack. The meaning of smack is to move your tongue over your lips, like like yes, how tasty, how delicious, you can say. The last one is a formal meal or large number of people, that is called banquet host. Okay, you will see the answer here. Next, write words from the box which mean the following. There is global village, chopsticks, handle girl. So we have to write. I have already written answer here. There are three. Finely chopped meat made into a flat round shape, then fried and served in a bread roll. That is called hamburger. The whole world looked global village. As a single, I have written this at first here also. A pair of thin sticks used for eating in some Asian countries, especially in China, Thailand. Okay, they use chopsticks. There are some other exercises that I have done for you. Americans shake their hands, looking straight in their eyes. Shake their hands firmly. Muslim women hide their body with long sleeve tops. Dash, you can have a business talk during lunch in Britain. You must match your host drink as well. Where? In Russia. There are some questions. How do Thai greet people? Thai means Thailand Muslim Manisuru. How do they greet to other people? The answer is Thai greet people by pressing both hands together at the chest, as if you are praying and bowing your head slightly. Thailand को मानिसले के गर्छन् अरे छातीमा दुईटा हात राखेर पूजा प्रार्थना गरेको जस्तो गरेर थोरै टाउको निहुराएर ग्रिटिङ गर्ने गर्छन्. I have shown you the pictures too. What do Japanese people do while entering a house or restaurant? You know, I think you have already known about it. Japanese people take off their shoes when entering a house or restaurant, place them together facing the door they came in. In which countries do people prefer not discussing business during meals? In which country? In Mexico and Japan. How should you present your business card in Japan? I think you know, I have shown you a picture. You should present your business card with both hands, with the writing facing the persons you are giving it to. Okay, in Japan. How should you eat your hamburger in America? You should eat your hamburger with both hands, and as quickly as possible. You should not try to have a conversation until it is eaten. Okay, you can pause the video and you can copy it in your notebook. It seems it has been finished. So, dear students, uh, today we have learned the first lesson of English. We have to learn a lot because of pandemic. We could not start our book, though we tried to finish all grammar in previous classes. Today, I hope that you have understood the first lessons. Look at the exercise in your book. Okay, you may have your practice book too. So some of the exercise I have already done and some are left. You should not forget to complete all. Whatever the exercise I have done for you, don't forget to uh, copy in your notebook so that if the question is asked in your examination, it will be helpful. So thank you very much for watching me and for being a good students. So I hope you have learned many things from today's class. So I would like to say bye bye for today. See you in my next video.